The Hidden Shadows of Hookia, Part 1. In the peaceful town of Hookia, 5 friends laughed together every morning. But behind one of those smiles hid a murderer. The town of Hookia was alive with the early morning hustle. The market streets buzzed with shoppers, and the scent of fresh bread, spices, and fruits filled the air. Among the crowd, 5 friends, Rohan Fernandez, Jack, John, Ria, and Sophia, walked together, chatting and laughing as if nothing unusual existed in their world. Rohan, tall and quiet, observed everything with calculating eyes. No one suspected the darkness lurking beneath his calm exterior. Unbeknownst to his friends, Rohan was a murderer, silent, manipulative, and always careful to cover his tracks. "Jack, stop trying on that hat. You look ridiculous." John groaned dramatically, clutching his chest as if Jack's fashion crimes were mortal offenses. "I'm a trendsetter, John. One day the world will bow down to this style." Jack laughed, spinning around proudly. Sophia, walking a few steps ahead, shot them a cold glare. "Try not to attract thieves or pickpockets while you're busy clowning around," she said, her voice low and firm, making the others uneasy. Ria, smiling sweetly, glanced at a colorful scarf in Mira's shop. She pretended to admire it while her mind raced with calculations. She had been secretly stealing from banks for months, clever enough to avoid leaving any traces, and no one had ever suspected her. Mira, the shop owner, arranged the fabrics neatly and greeted customers with a warm smile. To the untrained eye, she was just another vendor. But she had a secret. She was Detective George's assistant, keeping tabs on the 5 friends because George suspected something was wrong. Today, as she handed a folded silk scarf to Ria, her eyes flicked discreetly to Rohan. "Looking for something special, sir?" she asked innocently. Rohan nodded politely, but his mind was elsewhere. He had bribed Mr. Sharma, the kind-hearted egg and chicken seller nearby, to keep quiet about his murderous activities. Mr. Sharma had been a respected man in Hookia, but now fear and money had made him complicit. "Remember," Rohan whispered to Mr. Sharma when no one else could hear, "not a word to anyone. One slip and it will be your life." Later that day, Ria's carefully cultivated appearance of kindness was manipulated. Rohan approached her quietly, holding documents that seemed official. "My childhood friend's brother is gravely ill," he said, eyes filled with false sorrow. "They need $10 million. Please help them." Ria, moved by the story, transferred the money immediately, unaware the papers were fake. Rohan, true to his cunning nature, took the necklace worth $10 million and handed it to Sophia, who had already secretly recorded the transaction, preparing her leverage for future blackmail. John, ever dramatic and sensitive to the undercurrents of his friends' interactions, overheard part of a conversation between Rohan and Sophia. He whispered to Jack, "Jack, something is wrong here." "I heard Rohan talking to Sophia. I think it involves Ria, too." Jack's face went pale as he realized he had also noticed Ria's suspicious behavior. They leaned close to Mira's shop to discuss it, unaware that Mira was silently observing, noting every word and gesture. Tension escalated when Mr. Sharma, frustrated by fear and guilt, left a cryptic note outside John's house, revealing he knew Rohan was a murderer and had been bribed. John showed it to Jack, who immediately recognized Mr. Sharma's handwriting from a bill he had received that morning. Rohan, seeing the note had fallen from Jack's pocket earlier, panicked. He found Mr. Sharma later and forced him to rewrite it, this time only stating Rohan Fernandez, which he placed again outside Jack's door to minimize risk. Meanwhile, Ria, having witnessed Rohan assaulting Mr. Sharma, went to the bank to verify the documents. She discovered the truth. The papers were fake. Despite her cleverness as a thief, she felt the first cracks in the safety of her schemes. One morning, as she passed a small milk shop in front of Mira's clothing store, she tried to stealthily steal some cash. Unbeknownst to her, Mira recorded everything silently, adding yet another piece of evidence. George, coordinating the investigation, questioned John and Jack about Ria's suspicious behavior. John remembered a CCTV camera that had captured a conversation between Rohan and Sophia about bribery and manipulation. He, Jack, and Mira escorted George to the CCTV room, where they watched footage that clearly showed Rohan bragging about bribing the fruit seller and emotionally tricking Ria into giving him $10 million with falsified documents. The investigators wasted no time. They tracked down the fruit seller who Rohan whispered, "We must destroy the proof, or all is lost." With secrets on the edge, will George and Mira stop him in time? Watch Part 2